Okay, today let's take a look at this Hyperikon 22 watt 4 foot T5 integrated LED single fixture. 4 foot long. This is a 5000 Kelvin color temperature. I also have their 4000 Kelvin color temperature. 5-year warranty. 24/7 hour support. Based in the US, 2,400 lumens, efficient 110 lumens per watt, 5-year unlimited warranty, 120 volts, 140-degree beam angle, UV and mercury free, lifespan of 45,000 hours. There's the model number of this one. Here we got the phone number and website where you can get yours at. What it comes with is a series wire terminal. This is to connect them back to back right up against one another. A dust cover. The snap brackets. Power cord with a switch. This is to wire it into a junction box. And this is to connect them, to link them together. UL listed, FCC. Let's take a look at one of the lights. Here we have the light with their logo on the end of it. There's some information again. So, oh man. What you have here is, that's the connector to link them together. There's one on each side. So that's one side. That's the other side. They're 4 feet long. This is aluminum. And I believe the lens is probably polycarbonate. Not really sure on that, but let's just give her a little whack test here once. Well, I don't think it's plexiglass or anything cheap like that, so it's probably polycarbonate. Let me just hit it again once. Yeah, I would say that's polycarbonate lens. You can see I did leave some marks in it, but you don't gotta worry about the lens cracking on you. Let's take a look at what it comes with. We have this double-ended link cable. This is so you can connect multiple lights in a row and run it off one power source instead of having to have a power cord going to each light. So you can see we're right about 1 foot long. Let's find my tape measure. Just underneath a foot, or about a foot. And then we have the single-ended, and we got the connectors on the side here. So we can wire it into a junction box. This is rather short. I mean, in total 6 inches. We have the instructions. We have the instructions. And then we have this little bag of goodies. So what's in here? So we have two brackets like this, and these just snap on. So what you do is you can screw these up in your ceiling or wherever you want the light, and the light just snaps into them. Really nice design. So we got two of them, two screws. We have two dust caps. What these are for is these go, if you ain't gonna link them together, these just pop right in there, just to keep the dust out and to keep people from sticking their fingers in there and getting electrocuted. And I almost forgot about the power switch, a power cord. So you have the plug in on one side to the switch, and then the end to go to the light on the other side. This is 39 inches, 3 feet 3 inches long. The switch is, pretty close to the center. But okay, let's see what else. The nice thing is these lights are really, really light. So I'm pretty sure if you want another mounting option where you couldn't drill into where you want to put the light, or if you're in an apartment and can't drill into it, the walls or anything like that, I'm pretty sure these would stick up there just fine with these 3M command strips. You put two of these on there and I guarantee you'd hold it up there real nice. Let's just take a peek underneath this one real quick. So inside of here, there is all the LEDs in here. You're more than welcome to count them all if you wanna. Okay, so here we have one light plugged in, and the power factor is 0.95. This hurts. VA is 24.8, watts 23.5, amps 0.20 amps, about 2 amps. Voltage. Let's go back to that one. Cost, if you ran this all day, every day, it would cost 6 cents for 24 hours, 45 cents a week, $1.96 a month, $23.91 a year. That's running it 24/7. And it's been plugged in for about 4 hours running, so. And in that 4 hours, it's used 0.08 kilowatts. So hopefully you guys can see these two different color temperatures here. This one here is the 4000 Kelvin color temperature. It's a little bit more yellowish. This one right here is the 5000 Kelvin color temperature. That's why it's got a little bit more blue to it. If I flip these over, That is the 5,000. That is the 4,000. 5,000. 4,000, as you can actually see the color difference there. You know, there's much more blue. You'll actually get a little bit more brightness out of this just from the color temperature. And this one's a lot more yellowish. Just so you guys can kind of see the color temperature differences. Okay, so here we have the Hyperikon lights mounted up there. So you can see there's the other one. I have two different color temperatures so you guys can see what the difference is between them. So right now I only have the left side connected. I just have the cord hanging down here for right now. So there we have one light on. As you can see kind of how it lights up. What the camera's showing is pretty close to what I'm seeing. So the camera's not trying to compensate for anything, well, until I get way over there. But to show you guys here, we're going to set this right on the floor, right underneath the light in the center. And from a 13-foot ceiling, my phone's sitting on the floor right there. The light's about 13 feet 4 inches above it, and on the ground I'm only getting 76 lux. If I take my phone and pick it up, this is about 3-4 feet off the ground. We go up to 226 lux. So that's what you'll get for lux with about one light. So let me plug in the other light. So here we are with two lights on now, and I'm hoping that's showing up on the camera. But this one on this side is a little bit more yellowish to it. That is the 4,000 Kelvin light. And this one's a lot more white with a little slight tint of blue to it. That is your 5,000 Kelvin. So now with them both up and on, try to stay back a little bit. We're at 147. I'm just going to kind of grab this here. So that's pretty consistent across. So here's about 3 feet off the ground. And as you can see by the ceiling up there, it throws light pretty well, 180 degrees. It's probably more like 140, but it throws a nice even light. As we look at the floor, it's pretty well even lit. Even the garage door is really evenly lit. So this kind of give you an idea of how the light spread is off these. They're way up here. I'm standing under one corner. As I go down, all that light over there is pretty close to what I'm seeing too. So the camera's doing a pretty good job of replicating what I'm seeing and isn't overexposing it. So it is throwing light all the way that far, but it's not nearly as bright as it is, here. But it is enough that you can see way over there everything. That's due to the really wide beam pattern of the lights. So here we are again with that light backup of my little part storage. Got the trusty, take these measurements with a grain of salt, because I don't know how accurate it is to use a phone, but you're looking at about 99 lumens on the floor from an 8-foot ceiling, 100. It's kind of fluctuating a little bit, but way up here. If I pick it up a foot, we go up to 130. If I pick it up another 2-3 feet and put it on this workbench, we're up to 300, 306. Which, in my personal preference, just looking at it here now, I would say around that 300 mark is a really, really nice bright light that you can see what you're working on very clearly. I mean, if I pick it up just another foot off the workbench, we'll go up to 450. That's 2 feet off the workbench, we're up to 630. I mean, and take what I'm saying for light measurements with a grain of salt, because I'm just using my phone. It's no professional light meter or anything like that, so I don't know how accurate it is or anything like that. Okay, so what's my thought on these Hyperikon LED lights? I really like them. They're nice design, they're lightweight, they're small. I really like the linkability of them. And I mean, for size, we got that by that. They're pretty small. Like the multiple ways you can link them together. You can put this in here otherwise. And link them this way too. Nice simple way to install them. I think these are really good if you got a smaller area. I think the biggest I would go is about a 2-stall garage if you got high ceilings. If you got low ceilings, you might get away, but when I tested these out in our garage with a 13-foot ceiling, there wasn't very much light on the floor, so I think to cover a big garage you'd have to put quite a few of them up. And as far as that, I think if you're going to do a big 3-stall garage, I think you're better off with these right here. These are from Hyperikon II. LED Utility Shoplights, 4-foot linkable double fixtures. 38 watts, 4,000 lumens, so almost twice the output. They're basically 2 of these put together. You can see they're still linkable. But if you're looking for something that's small, light, easy to put up, under cabinet lights, basement lights, workshop lights, workbench lights, anything like that, I think these are a great option. I like the aluminum to kind of sink some of the heat away a little bit better. the polycarbonate lenses, like I showed, they take a pretty good whack and they don't shatter. I did, just for kicks and giggles, throw one in the freezer and then plug it in and it started up instantly. And you don't have all the other problems with fluorescent light bulbs, with them turning black and not working and ballasts going out and constantly dying. Like the package said, 45,000 hours of use and their 24-hour support. And I did test that. I did call them at 8:30 at night, which would have been like 10:11 in California, and they picked right up. So the only other complaint I have is I don't understand this label. Warning: ballast and fixture must be disc bypassed before installing tube. I take it that's for the replacement tubes, but I really think they should take that sticker off of there because it's kind of a little confusing at first. It doesn't make sense because there are no ballast in these. As far as the build quality, they seem really sturdy. Like I said, polycarbonate lenses, all extruded aluminum. But if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, rate, subscribe. Go and get yourself some of these. There's some, or at least go check out Hyperikon's website. Pretty cool products. They got the LED replacement bulbs too for your standard incandescents. They got LED bulbs for fluorescent lights. They got other fixtures, floodlights, stuff like that. Go check them out. Give this video a thumbs up, and have a nice day.